welcome to Inside the Vault here at IMAS. I'm Amelia Whitehead, and I am our Director of Collections and Exhibitions here. And I'm here with Ronnie Cortez. She's our assistant to the Director of Education. And we would like to talk to you today about some items here in our vault. Our vault is home to over 10,000 objects. The museum's mission is to continue to preserve, expand, and display our permanent collection of art and science objects. This month's theme is about nativity and celebration.
So we are taking this opportunity to explore our permanent collection items that are inspired by the holiday season. But let's not forget that there are also many other holidays that are celebrated in the month of December, such as Kwanzaa and Hanukkah. So today we're asking, what is the nativity scene and what exactly does it depict?
So generally your nativity scene will depict the birth of Christ. So you'll have baby Jesus, Mary, his mother, Joseph, his stepfather, and then sometimes you'll see other characters involved in the scene.
And another interesting fact is, upon reading these Gospels, there is no clue or reference to the time of date when baby Jesus was born. So we don't actually know when the birth date was. It wasn't necessarily in December.
So why do we celebrate Christmas on December 25th? Well, when it comes down to it, the Bible doesn't really tell us when Jesus was born. So early Christians decided to put their holiday around other religions' holidays. So during the Roman times, they celebrated a holiday called Saturnalia, which was related to the winter solstice and harvest. And they would give each other gifts during this time period. So Christians decided that they should celebrate their holidays around the same time. In 312, the Emperor Constantine, having converted to Christianity, decided to celebrate Christmas. And the date he chose was December 25th. So as we celebrate Christmas today and the holiday season, the actual history goes back a very long time.
When was the first physical nativity scene created?
So from records show that the first nativity was created by St. Francis of Assisi. He had taken a pilgrimage to the Holy Land, and he had seen Bethlehem and the birthplace of Jesus. And as he was moving his way back through Europe, in Italy, he found this beautiful town of Greccio. And as he stopped, it reminded him of Bethlehem. So, Ronnie, did he make a manger like this?
Not exactly. So what he did is he spoke to the community and they told them about this story of the birth of Christ, and he wanted to share it with everyone. So he asked the community to work with him to create a real live nativity. But this wasn't with your traditional clay or wood figurines. This was real people. So he asked the community to come and play these parts, the shepherds, the magi, and along with real animals such as a donkey and an ox. So here we're going to go ahead and look at our first nativity scene, and this is a Mexican nacimiento or nativity, and this is all made out of clay, and it is hand painted. And we see here that the figures are displaying Mary, Joseph, and the three kings.
There's actually only two kings depicted here. They probably just didn't have enough room. But you can see Joseph, Mary, and then you have two kings flanking the baby Jesus.
And this was actually made in the region, present-day Michoacan, the state. And before it became Mexico, as the Spaniards were coming to colonize, it was the state of Tarascan. And this is an indigenous group of people in Mexico. And back in the day, in the year they were established in the 1300s, they were actually a feuding and neighboring tribe to the Aztecs.
Very cool. So December and the winter months, it gets dark. We have our winter solstice. It's the shortest day of the year. And so many cultures want to celebrate light during this time. That's why you have the candles in Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. And it's also an idea of figurative light as well, which in Christianity comes from the birth of Christ. So when we look at these nativities, some of them actually have real light involved. So Ronnie's going to tell us a little bit more about this very interesting looking nativity scene.
So this very intricate nativity is called a Christmas pyramid, and this started in Germany during the Middle Ages, and slowly it spread to other European countries such as England and Italy. So it's very intricate. You see it has most often 3 layers or 3 tiers, and it's usually be wooden, and it is displaying the traditional characters in the nativity scene, such as your angels, your shepherds with your sheep, and then down here we see at the front the Mary, Joseph, baby Jesus, and their 3 kings, along with another character leading their camel. Traditionally, these would be hung at the ceilings of the family's home, and that would just be a way to bring joy to the house, like Amelia said, during these dark winter months.
So what this nativity is actually missing, you'll see here at its base, is missing candles. So this nativity would actually light up. You would put your candle, and then when you light your candle, the heat from the candle would actually spin the blades at the top and make the scene come alive. So we don't have any candles or heat, but I will spin the Christmas pyramid for you so you can see it in action. So the fans would move. And then you see the shepherds and the magi are coming to visit the baby Jesus.
So right here?
Yep.
Very satisfying. Awesome. Our third nativity that we are going to be displaying is a brass creche, or the word translates to manger, is from Africa.
So this nativity scene is from the country of Benin, which, Ronnie, you have a little bit more information about.
So this is from Benin, but previously, before it was the state of Benin, it was the Kingdom of Dahomey. And this spanned from 1600 to around 1904, actually. And after that, it became known as the Republic of Dahomey, and now it is the state of Benin.
So this manger is actually really interesting because when you think about it, Christianity didn't start in Africa. I mean, it's very prevalent in Europe and then in the Americas, but it was during the colonial period as different nations in Europe traveled into Africa that Christianity and missionaries brought the faith to different communities there. So when you can take a closer look at this nativity scene, you'll see that it actually looks like the people from Benin. It's hammered brass, and each piece has been individually made and then placed onto the stand. And you'll see the different items that the wise men bring. One of them is actually probably a natural stone from the country. We know that the introduction of Christianity by the Spaniards during colonial times had a wide effect on all Central and South American countries. Our last nativity is actually from Peru, but they have quite a few different names for nativities across the Latin American world. So, Ronnie, what are some of our different names?
Yes, so the traditional Mexican name is going to be nacimiento, portal, or pasito. And in French-speaking Haiti, it is called a creche. It's actually used in Brazil as well. The term used in Portuguese is called presépio. And the nacimientos range in size from very small miniatures to very large nativities that take up the whole room, that can involve a stream or river flowing through the room powered by pumps. Many are made from a wide variety of materials. So we see here some are made from wood, some are made from clay, and other traditional Latin American nacimientos include gourd seeds, corn husks, clay beads, textiles, tin, steel, and recycled materials. And some, like this Peruvian creche, will include some forms of folk art, such as retablos, and others tree of life and alebrijes.
Ronnie, can you tell me a little bit more about the tradition of retablos in Peru?
Yes, so the retablos is a form of folk art that originated in Peru in the area of Ayacucho, which is in the central Andes mountain region. And we have here that the name retablo actually translates to Latin as behind or on the altar. And this is because traditionally the retablos would be placed on the altar at their Catholic church. These are all of our 4 nativities that we have chose to display today, and we hope you learned about the nativity scene, history, and a little bit more about the cultures and regions that created them.
We hope that you have a great holiday season no matter what you celebrate, and we're going to do some more Inside the Vaults here at IMAS, so different themes, different objects, so come back and check back in.